Okay, video 2. We've made our shark, and he's doing his biting thing as well, which is kind of funky. So now I'm thinking, at the moment, this appears to be a shark swimming around in a snowbound iceberg of perfectness that you can't see anything apart from white. Sharks, as a rule, don't tend to live in those sorts of environments. They live under the sea. Now, I think we need a sea-type scenario. So down here I've got see this white thing? Stage. You'll notice that I'm on the stage here now, and there's no commands. If I double click on the shark, look, there's all the commands, the scripts, there they are, that I've put. And I'm going to the stage. So I'm now actually on the white background. I've selected the white background. See, the thing is, I want to make a fantastic background. And there's not a lot going on here. That's because I need this tab here that says backgrounds. You know, clues in the name. So I go backgrounds, and it says here, what do you want to do with this fantastic white background? And I'm thinking I'm going to edit this, and I think I'm going to make a background, and I'm going to take a rectangle tool. Yeah, I'm going to make it yellow, and I'm going to draw like that. Oh no, I hate it when that happens. You grab the wrong bit and you're trying to draw yellow. There we go, it's a crosshair there. I think it's fantastic. Yellow rectangle, that's super. I'm thinking I want the blue for the paint bucket, and there's my sea above that, and I'm thinking I could take a pen tool and some green, dark green, I think, for plants, and I go, oh, look at that, look at this artistic talent. I never knew I had, because I haven't, because let's face it, it's pretty poor really. But look, I could draw a brown, a treasure chest. Could draw a treasure chest, and I'm sure I could draw some sort of stuff on that. You know, that's not my thing. It'd be lovely if you could draw a little background underwater scene that isn't quite as perfect as my work. Bit of advice, I see some people do this and they put some waves there, and then they put the sun, and then the shark goes out of the sea and he's just, biting fish in the sky. It doesn't work, does it? You can maybe a little tiny ripple across the top, but I wouldn't if I were you. Alternatively, you can cheat, and if I press cancel for that, and we'll go to import, and because I'm going to cheat, because let's face it, I'm thinking nature. I can never remember which one this is in now. They probably haven't got it. There he is, underwater. Fantastic! Hooray! That's pretty cool, actually. Someone drew that. Good for them. So I've got my shark in an underwater scene. Did you like that? I don't know why it's got that. I think we don't want this background one. I'm just going to get rid of that. Bye. So there we go. As quick as that. If you're being assessed, which if you're at Borden at my school, then that's cheating. Only I get to do that as the teacher. You paint a lovely background because part of your marks will be awarded on how lovely you can use a basic paint tool within your artistic creations. And don't just copy this one and then just add a few bits and claim that it was your work. That's kind of like ripping stuff from Wikipedia and then changing the odd word. We're not stupid, we know. So anyway, that's our background. Done very quickly. Now I think we need some fish. And I'm going to make my fish move in a special way. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take a fish and I'm going to make it go from left to right, and then I'm going to bounce it back, and we'll talk about why that's a bit rubbish, but we'll make a start anyway. So I'm not going to bother. By the way, this is like if you want to create a surprise sprite, I'm thinking, some sort of butterfly under the sea. Doesn't really work. I don't ever really use this button, but the only reason I'm using it here is because I can just show you that you can right click here and press delete. Another way of getting rid of a bumblebee or butterfly, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a butterfly. Anyway, let's choose a new sprite from the file and we'll just grab a fish. I don't know where the fishes are. Probably under for fish. No, there they all are. Excuse me, I need to cough, and I don't want to do that into the microphone because it will hurt your ears. And I'm not going to record this again because I'm halfway through. Anyway, let's go. I'm going to go for fish 4. And look at that size of that fish. It's ginormous, and it's going to be far too big for the shark. So we're going to need to clickety 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 click, and I've got to just keep talking as I try and keep clicking down to make the fish a sensible size. What do we think? About the right size? Let's just move Mr. Fishy out of the way of Mr. Shark. I'll click away to do that, and then move Mr. Fishy and put him up there. or her, you know, not being sexist. So yes, we want the fish to move from left to right and backwards and forwards. So how do we do that? Well, we're not going to be using keys to control it. We control the shark. We want the fish to move all on its own accord. So one thing is for sure, it's going to be done. There's no way when any key pressed or anything like that. It's going to be when the green flag is clicked. So we're going to start with that one. What I think I'm going to do is just keep things nice and easy, just for the moment to start you off. We'll go motion, and we'll go 10 steps. All right. Now, if we press the green flag, well, look, my shark's off and biting away. You know, the only way the fish is going to move is if we press the green flag, and that seems a bit silly because now it's static. What I really want to do is put that inside a forever loop, which I kind of didn't really explain in the last video. I hope you kind of got it, but if I do forever move 10 steps, look, the fish is going to go woo. That's a bit on the swift side. Did you not think? I'm thinking if we pull him back, we'll come back to why we can't. You won't do anything in the moment. If I move him, say, 4 steps, now press the green flag, that's a far more subtle pace. I think Mr. Shark could catch a fish moving at that speed. Let's bring him back. This is annoying now. He's still going because I've still got the green flag going. Let's press the stop and bring him back. Now, old fishy, when he hits the side here, you probably want him to carry on doing something. Otherwise, Mr. Shark is going to go and bite him and get him. He's stuck on the side of the undersea tank. So I'm thinking what I could do is introduce another little command here, which is down here. If on edge, bounce. This is kind of cool. Look, here he goes. Let's run it. Oh, he's swimming away. Oh, he's going upside down again. Yeah, who remembers how we did that? What did you say? Yeah, it's up there. That's right. Well done. Only face left and right. So there we go. Now, Mr. Fishy, or Miss Fishy, is going left and right and bouncing around. But I fear rather predictable. Let's face it, old Fishy is going left and right on the straight line. I'm thinking it doesn't take a genius to go, oh, I can't catch Fishy that way. What about if I just wait there? Of course, Fishy's not going to disappear yet because we haven't told it to disappear. But I think at that point, fairly obviously, Mr. Sharky is going to catch Mr. Fishy. Very simple game, not very good. So what we're going to do is this. I am going to do something where I want the fish to start, let's say around about here. Now you'll notice if you look down here, put my cursor back here, look at those numbers, -234 and y121. So that's saying that, let's move him in a little bit. I want him in completely so his tail's not off the edge of the screen. Let's look down there, x -215. So I'm thinking that when the fish starts, I want it to appear anywhere along here, but we know that it's got to start in the same horizontal position. So the Y number, look at the Y's here. If I go to the very top and maybe down a little bit, otherwise half the fish might be at the top. It's got Y160. If I go down the bottom here, can you see over here? Looking over here, try again. -165, and up the top 166. So I'm thinking about 160 at the top, and then at the bottom -160. So what I think I could do is the following. I might tell the fish to, when it starts, to go to a certain position. Now we said the Y can be anything between 160 and -160. We know that the X has got to be around about -220. So I'm going to put -220. We know that it's always going to start on this line somewhere, because the X position over here, paying attention, is always going to be about, look at it over there on the right. Don't look at the cursor, don't look at the fish, look at the bottom right there, it says X equals -213. We know that the X has to be over there, but the Y, that's a different ball game. It's a random number between -160 and 160. So how are we going to do that? Well, check this out. Operators. Pick random. And all you've got to do is drag it and you plop it inside there. And we say pick a random, right? Between -160 and, this is rather annoying. I've got this small screen, so sometimes mine's going to overlap and you can't see it. Yours will be bigger if you've got a bigger monitor. So pick random. And what I'll do is this. And look, watch what happens. Press the green flag. It started up there. Press the green flag again. Watch what happens. He started down there. What is he going to be next time? Right down the bottom. Look at that. We don't know where that fish is going to start. But one thing's for sure, I'm thinking he's going to bounce back constantly on the same level. So Mr. Sharky might be a bit confused as to where he starts from, but once he sees where he's going, he's going to catch him. So we need to stop that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove out this if on edge bounce. Now you notice I'm going to drop it over here. It's on the green section. It still works. What I'm thinking is this. What we want to do is the following. I want to use this control here, and it's called if I want to do touching edge. And what I want to ask the question, so you can see if I go touching and it says edge, I want to say when the fish goes over there, if it's touching the edge, I want the fish to start back over here in a random position. So in control, once what happens is the fish press the green flag, it picks a random position, and then a forever loop just keeps going. Move 4 steps, move 4 steps, move 4 steps, move. That's what it's doing. Move 4 steps, move 4 steps, move 4 steps, move 4 steps, and it stops at the edge. So we want to say, but we ask the question. We move 4 steps, and we're going to ask the question. If, pop it inside just there. Be careful where you drop it. If it's touching the edge, then we want to move it back to the beginning in a random position. A command that we've already got. It's here. And I can right click and I can duplicate. The problem is it duplicates all of it. So what I'm going to do temporarily is break it apart, right click, duplicate. There it is. Pop it inside there. So now what's going to happen is my old fishy, let's put him back over here, he's going to start in a random position. He's going to keep moving 4 steps. He's going to ask, is it touching the edge? If the answer is no, we'll do another 4 steps. Is it touching the edge? If the answer is no, do another 4 steps. Is it touching the edge? I'm going that way. It should be that way around, shouldn't it? No, another 4 steps. No, another 4 steps. Yes! Or go back to the beginning and pick another random position and watch what happens. Here we go. He's down the bottom, gets to the edge, he's up the top, he gets to the edge. Oh, I've got to catch that fishy, he's up the top. Oh, no, he's down the bottom now. Oh, I'm moving left to right. I didn't miss him. Oh, I got him that time. Yeah, well, oh, I went to the bottom and oh, maybe my shark's moving a bit too quick. I'm doing move 10 steps. Maybe, if you want to make that game hard, why don't we go back to the shark? Let's make him move a little bit slower. Maybe you could change Y by 5, and by -5, and 5, and -5. You can control how fast that shark moves. I'm thinking he's a bit swift at the moment. Anyway, let's go back to Sprite 1, which I forgot. Final thing, just for the moment, let's rename that fish. We're not done with this yet, but we are done with this video, because I think you need to go away and make me just one fish. Don't go crazy, don't go or duplicate it, because we're not done with the controls here. When we're done with it, and you'll see one in a couple of videos time, then you can start duplicating the fish.